In the 18th century, the tea became very popular in North America and Europe. It surpassed many other famous products like the chocolate and coffee. Slightly addictive drink became very popular in England and represented the country all around the world. 1760s and 1770s, the tea was a very exclusive and luxurious product in England for the high-class people.
In fact, disputes involving tea would spill over into a range of issues. Americans saw tea as a tool of tyranny and a representation of the king, and they wanted to get rid of that.
Yes, please. But later at tea time. First we need to play croquet. And football. Tyrants!
Tyrants.
We hate you. We hope you die. Tyrants! Tea is for tyrants and we don't want them.
In 1767, the British Parliament imposed a new tax, giving an opportunity for Americans to import tea to the colonies after having paid the taxes. Americans were upset because they were forced to purchase tea from the East Indian Company. They wanted to have the opportunity to drink the tea that Britain was consuming, to be equal.
By the fall of 1773, various ships headed towards the Americas, full of black tea from the British East Indian Trading Company. Three vessels headed towards Boston were scheduled to arrive to Boston by November: the Dartmoor, the Eleanor, and the Beaver.
As soon as the Dartmouth dropped anchor in the port, an anti-tea riot broke out. The captain was unable to deposit the cargo because of the protests, and when the other ships arrived, they were prevented of leaving the cargo as well.
The Sons of Liberty, including Samuel Adams, accepted the protest against the tea and considered the Britain's offer as a shameful luxury. Together with the Bostonians, they rejected the offer and agreed to return it to England.
The captain of the Dartmouth, Francis Roche, was informed that if he tried to leave the port without delivering the cargo, the Royal Navy stood by to seize the ship. The captain pleaded Adams to let the tea come ashore, but Adams expected the ships to leave and take the tea away.
Please, let me get the tea out of here. Never!
In fact, Captain Roche didn't even have to bother emptying the vessel. On the night of December 16, 1773, a group of men disguised as Indians went into the boats of tea and started destroying and throwing to the water the boxes of tea.
The amount of damage that night was impressive. 90,000 pounds of tea were dropped into the water, valued in approximately $1 million today.
After this act of violence, Boston was punished with the Corsight Act made by the British Parliament.
The Boston harbor was closed. The citizens were expected to provide room for the British troops until they had paid the destroyed tea.
The Americans were not disposed to give up or submit to the English, but they had an economic crisis. The Americans had to make a Congress of Disputes from all the colonies to meet in Philadelphia and to treat the case more effectively.
Hello, what are you doing?
I'm texting.
I'm playing a game. Do you want a cup of tea?
Maybe later.
We need to play croquet at 5 o'clock in the tea. Tea time.
Tyrants! We hate you!
¡Soso te odio! ¡Te dije que no!
Tyrants! Tyrants! We hate you! We hope you die!
You can't touch this. You can't touch this. You can't touch this. You can't touch this.